Hi and welcome, everyone. Tonight, we are going to talk about inflammation, which really has become epidemic. So what we're going to do, we're going to share tips and strategies how you can manage it so you can start feeling better, or some of your loved ones to start feeling better. And you're also going to learn about an incredible opportunity that can really transform not just your health and wellness, but also your life abundantly. So if you choose to embrace that, of course. So, Dean, where are you? Can I see you? I can't see you.
I'm here.
Yeah.
I'd like to welcome everyone here as well. It's lovely to see you, taking time out on your Wednesday night. Have you here? Most everyone knows me that's here on this call, which is great to see. As you all know, I'm a health, wellness, and detoxification coach. I've been in the space now pretty full on for over 4 years after my own illness, and do a couple of other things: sound, breath, meditation, iridology, a few other things. So extremely passionate about sharing the things that I've learned, the tricks, the tips, and assisting people to live a more pain-free, healthy life through lifestyle changes and little tweaks that we can do. So yeah, that's me. And I'd also like to introduce lovely Karin here. Karin.
Thanks, Dean. Well, we're both wellness coaches. I have many different modalities, and my mission is to inspire, motivate, and support individuals in awakening their body, mind, and spirit. That probably sums it up. But I aim to impact people like yourself and guide you towards, transforming your life for wellness. And just a little bit about me. I've been in Australia over 30 years. I came from Sweden actually as an elite athlete at the time, and health and wellness been in my life, basically my whole life. I am a mother of two, and I've got two grandkids, and I've run my own wellness business for over 25 years, run retreats and that sort of stuff. But most of all now, I'm really excited about what's come into my life, and that's this opportunity now, the business that's enabling me to impact so many people. And that's what I'm really passionate about when it comes to health and wellness, but also abundantly. And most of all, I also like to be free. I'd like to be able to decide when I work and where I work and where I want to live and what I want to do. So that's a big one for me as well. So, yeah, that's a little bit about me. When we do these presentations, we also have to say that we are not doctors, basically. Obviously, we're not intending to provide any medical advice. It's informational and for educational purposes only. It does not take the place of medical advice or treatment from a doctor, and you should not use the information contained herein for diagnosing a health problem or disease. So, of course, if you've got any health conditions, please consult with your doctor or qualified physician. So, Dean, if you want to share a little bit about inflammation, because you know a lot about that.
Inflammation, something that I lived with for so many years, so many years, and I still do at times. As the body is, it's alkaline by nature, but it's acidic by function. So through everything that we do, we create acidity within the cells. The idea is that the 4 channels of elimination are wide open so that we can then get rid of that acidity out. There is acute, so we have acute inflammation, and it's a short-term response that usually resolves pretty quickly. It occurs immediately after an injury or an infection, and it is characterized by the classic signs of inflammation. And then we've got chronic inflammation. So when it's left unchecked, the inflammation, the acidity within the body, it turns to inflammation. Then it becomes chronic inflammation. This is a prolonged inflammatory response that can last for months and years. It may result from persistent infection, prolonged exposure to irritants, an autoimmune disease where the body's immune system attacks its own tissues, and can cause sickness and disease. If we look back to or into the root cause of every sickness and illness that we have, it is inflammation in one way or another. So yeah, you know, the mechanism around it, the initial trigger when the body detects harmful issues, pathogens or damaged cells, it triggers an inflammation response. Yeah.
So
But
yeah,
yeah,
any of these conditions, obviously, you know, they stem from inflammation. So anything from, you know, Alzheimer's, anything to do with our cognitive health. Obviously, we often think about inflammation, don't we, when we think about joints? That's a big one, isn't it? Because we all, when we get older, we get aches and pains and knees and stuff, but also things like autoimmune, neuropathy, neurological diseases, diabetes, even cardiovascular, like asthma and things like that. We don't think about that's inflammation as well. Yeah.
yeah.
So it is really, it's an epidemic. I mean, it is, it's a big opportunity to help people. And I think that's priceless. It gives me a lot of pleasure to actually hear all the incredible results people are getting. We're going to get into that a little bit later on, and you can share too what you've experienced, and I'll show a few of the how it's impacted other people's lives as well. Yeah, Dean.
Yeah, so here we go. This is what I just touched on before. Inflammation is at the root cause of many health conditions. So a lot of the time, what happens, we have the inflammation, it causes a condition or a symptom, and then that symptom's treated. What we need to do is address the underlying root cause of that condition, and then potentially reverse the issue. So the idea would be not to treat the symptom, but treat the root cause. And as you can see here, many, many health conditions, you know, even down to anxiety and depression. We are in a state of inflammation and degeneration, or healing and regeneration at any given time. So when we are inflamed, we're potentially nowhere near running at our highest level, our peak condition. So then we're not making the best decisions. We're fatigued. We've got brain fog, so on and so forth. And when it's left unchecked, it then becomes a chronic condition. So when we can get rid of all that inflammation, calm the body's response, because it's not there, the body can then work on other things of healing and regeneration, rather than fighting inflammation and the degeneration of what's going on in the body.
So, I mean, can I ask if you know anyone that at any time in their life actually had some pain or discomfort, any autoimmune, joint pain, anxiety, allergies, you know, any hormone issues? Do you know anyone with that? Well, I certainly know that I've had a lot of them myself. But so many people are experiencing this. I was actually on a webinar today. It's a doctor that was talking about, it was focusing on anxiety and depression. And I think that's one of those things we tend to forget about, that it actually is, if we can heal the gut inflammation, you know, the gut brain, that's your expertise, Dean, the gut brain axis and the inflammation. Once that's resolved, you know, people are experiencing, you know, enormous shift in their mental health, which is something I didn't really think about before. I was thinking more about joints and other aches and pains and autoimmune, but not so much the mental aspects of it and the impact that can have. So, what about if you could solve, two of the biggest challenges in the world today? And what we're talking about is obviously inflammation, but also inflation is a big one too these days. And we'll just go into that a little bit later on. But let's talk about something that's probably most of you know, and you can share a little bit about this, Dean, because you know a lot about turmeric and curcumin.
I love the stuff. The thing with, as you see, curcumin here, it is the extract out of turmeric. Everyone's heard of turmeric, very big in Indian cultures. And it says here it's been used as a natural medicine for over 4,500 years. I would say it dates back to Egyptian times that I've studied, and turmeric has been a major part of, history and healing. So here it states about the origin is from India, 4,500 years ago, for cooking and therapeutic applications. Ayurvedic medicine, with plants and which was the first medical system in the world, the use of plants rather than synthetics and chemicals. The benefits, a wide range of biological activities. So it's amazing. And there's so much research, 22 or 23,000 specific individual researchers, studies that you mentioned, Karin. So yeah, it's quite amazing. And if you do want to look at any of that, please jump on PubMed. PubMed's not paid for by pharmaceutical companies or people that get a benefit or a kickback from one way or the other, swaying a judgment. And something highlighted there, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm quiet.
It's pretty amazing, really. They know they've done so extensive research on curcumin, but the problem is actually to get it into the body, because into the bloodstream, because the curcumin is fat soluble and the body is water soluble. So it's kind of been frustrating that they know it's so incredible, but how do we get it into the body? So let's see if I can go to the next slide. I've got too many things in the way here. Up until now, basically, so this is what's so exciting. There's something new that has now come out. It's actually from Germany, and it's called biomass technology. So this is a game changer when it comes to actually the absorption of the curcumin. And this is what everyone is talking about. So many people are talking about the golden drops now. It's really, so many people are hearing about it now. And basically, what this biomass technology, which is good technology, by the way, we've got to say, so a lot of people go, it's, when they hear the word, they get a little bit worried about it. It is a good technology. But what it does is it actually gets absorbed into the blood plasma. So for women, it's 277 times the bioavailability. When I heard that myself, I went, well, I need to try this out. Native turmeric is about one. Then you have micronized turmeric, which you can get from, good like naturopaths and so on. I was on that. I didn't get any results from that at all. For men, it is a little bit lower, but it's still really, really high. And they say it's due to the difference in our metabolism, basically. So how do they do this? This is their technology. It's called nanotechnology. A lot of people go, oh, I don't, what's nanotechnology? No, it's nothing bad, okay? It is basically, I can't really explain it like an expert, and I wouldn't say I'm an expert, but I'll explain it very simply. They basically have made the curcumin into so tiny, tiny bit, and they've got this structure around that actually is the delivery system, the micelle nanocarrier. So they make it into like 30 nanometers thick. It is tiny, tiny, tiny. And it enables it to go into the bloodstream very quickly. It releases it, and that gets excreted out of the body. So it is phenomenal. Not just that, what it does is it actually lasts longer. So they've done measured in it measures in the blood, and this nano curcumin lasts for up to 24 hours, but other curcumin last, an hour or so. So that's pretty phenomenal. Obviously, people want to know, is there any certifications and all that? There is that too. So if you want to know more about it, we can certainly provide you with all that information. But yeah, the company has two products, and we're going to talk about, the Nanofine, the Curcumin Plus, but they do have another one called Synbiofy. I just mentioned that. It is phenomenal too, but we get started first with the Nanofy because we want to get that inflammation down, which just changes everything. So, Dean, if you want to talk about this, what we call the side effects of taking this stuff.
Amazing. The side effects. It's a potent antioxidant. So as you can read there as well, the antioxidant properties make this ingredient one of the most powerful all-natural anti-carcinogens in the world, which is quite amazing. Healthy inflammatory response. This is the most effective property and helps with symptoms and causes of chronic disease. So when you stop it at its root level, it won't develop. Sustains healthy intestinal function. To me, we've got three brains, guys. Three brains. One, our head, our heart, and our gut. What I've learned over the last 4 years of extensive research in around detoxification, the gut is the number one brain, because when that is not working as it should, we've got brain fog, we've got fatigue, we don't feel well, we're not making clear decisions, and we're just not functioning well. If we've got a good gut, we heal the gut, then the brain can function properly, and then we can open our heart with all the love that the world so much needs at the moment. So to me, the intestinal function is critical, and it's just so good that it does that. Some of the people I've shared this with have had amazing, amazing results just with the way that their intestines are feeling, their gut bacteria, how they're, pooping, how their bloating is, and how they feel when they eat specific foods now. So you get improved cognitive function as well. It does, the curcumin combined with the vitamin D3 has been proven to help with degenerative brain disorders. I don't know about you guys, but I certainly know quite a few people that have Alzheimer's and dementia. My mother is one, and certainly my stepfather too. And it's just a cruel, cruel thing. So having benefits in that is just amazing. And the cell regenerator helps to rapidly regenerate cells and is commonly used as a nutritional supplement for post-surgery patients to assist with the rebuilding of scar tissue and so forth. So there we are.
Yeah, these are basically the two bottles we have of curcumin. There are a couple of different ones. People ask, because one is called Curcumin Plus and one is called Nanofy. And the only difference is actually that the Nanofy's got the curcumin, and it's got 33 milligram, and then it's got a little bit of vitamin D. And the curcumin plus, they've added vitamin C and ginger as well. So what I normally say is for people that tend to get a little bit nauseous or have some gut issues and so on, maybe they want to start with the curcumin plus. I didn't really care which one I took because I knew it was curcumin. I knew it was potent, so I just took whatever I had. But as it says here, the nanophy contains the biomass technology to overcome the lipid absorption barrier for curcumin with a proven absorption level up to 277 times greater than native turmeric powder. So it's potent. And yeah, curcumin plus got the ginger as well for additional immune and intestinal support. The Symbiofy, just very quickly, it is a very, very simple cleanse. I mean, it's very, very, very potent. It's basically comes in packs of 4 of these tablets, so easy to do. It's pre and probiotics. It's got magnesium and a really, really good variety of herbs. So obviously it's all about healing the gut. That's really what it is. So they've got that as well. So we've got this, a lot of testimonials. And as we finish this presentation too, I'll get maybe someone else to share here what's happened. But people are getting extraordinary results, you know. And we do have a group called Disruptive Wellness where people can go in and join on Facebook. And it's absolutely incredible to read people's results. I sometimes do research for people if they say, you know, I've got MS or I've got this or I've got that. Can you find me a little bit of information? And I put that in the search bar in this group, and all kinds of information comes up, and it blows your mind, really. It's pretty extraordinary. And for me, it's actually transformed my life. Shall I share a little bit what's happened for me? Do you reckon, Dean, now?
A little bit, yep.
Just a little bit. Yeah, basically, I've been on it 8 months, guys. I started July last year, and I was in agony, in pain. I was walking on crutches because of an issue with one of my feet. I'm not going to say conditions here. I've had 2 major ankle reconstructions. My back is very worn out since my rowing days. I work as a therapist, so these hands have been working hours and hours every day. I work hours. So obviously they're feeling it. Since I've started, it goes on and on, but since I've started this, the pain was 70% less in 7 days for me. And then it's just improved. Brain fog, hormonal issues. I've just breezed through change of life. I don't cough anymore. Autoimmune gone. The list goes on. So it's been pretty extraordinary for me. Hence why I just started talking about it. And Dean, if you want to talk a little bit about pets, because pets can actually take it too.
They certainly can. My beautiful sister, I was having a chat with her, and her husband has issues with chronic arthritis in his hands because he worked with his hands for so long. He's in his 50s, and just said, well, give this a try. It might assist. And lo and behold, it did. So then she started taking it. And then I mentioned about their dog that they've had issues with for over 6 years with bowel movements and intestinal issues, and just putting 3 drops on biscuits morning and night. Within 3 weeks, the dog is pooping beautifully. There was some really good feedback there. It was quite amazing. Me personally, I've been on it now for, I would say, 3 months, and all my aching bones and issues, like I consider myself pretty alkaline. I know how to detox. I've been doing it pretty full on for some years now. And there's still aches and pains. I do work actively, and I still like to get around and be quite active. But my right knee pain, I've had motorcycle accidents, I've played football, I've had surgeries, I've had a few things going on. And to be honest, I'm feeling better and better as the weeks go by. It is an amazing product, and everyone I share it with is having amazing results. So yeah, that's where we're at with that.
They're saying one couple says they're aging backwards to 100. So it's pretty amazing. I can honestly say, guys, and I don't say this lightly, I feel 20 years younger. I'm turning 55 in a month's time, and I feel 35 again. So that's a pretty good feeling. How do we take the drops? I put it in water like this, or I put it directly underneath my tongue. You can put it in veggie capsules. You can put it in tea and coffee, but I want to make sure that I get the best and the most out of it. So I tend to take it, with lemon and, Dean, you got your favorite way of taking it. It's probably like myself as well, with the lemon and the cayenne pepper and I have a little bit of maple syrup if I want it a little bit sweeter, but it's just get it into you.
Just like this.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Like that.
And what it does when you rub your teeth, if you look at my teeth, I've been doing the drops and I've been rubbing it around with my tongue and on the teeth. And then I thought, are my teeth going to get yellow? And then I did some research and I realized I used to make my own toothpaste with turmeric powder, and it actually whitens the teeth. So my teeth, I tell you, I think they're getting whiter.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another thing. Children can take it from 1 and up, and pets. So it's pretty extraordinary. But yeah, it is. It's just a little recapture here. It's obviously the bioavailability that makes all the difference. In equivalence to native turmeric, 10 drops is equivalent to 8 to 10 kilos of native turmeric root. Yes, you heard that right. I actually found out that the other day, and I was like, are you for real? That's incredible. 13 to 32 capsules of curcumin. It remains in your body for more than 24 hours, and that's why people are getting results. Obviously, if you want to get hold of this golden stuff, there you can get wholesale starter kit. We're just going to go through this very quickly. Dean, you can explain. Just there are 3 different packs if you want to have a look at it, and then you guys can ask us all the questions. We'll go through it.
All right. There's 3 packs. A 250 kit is $349 US. It's about $530 Australian. You get 5 curcumin plus and 4 nanophi. So it's a pack of 9. So if you go $539 and you divide it by 9, say 540 divided by 9, what is that, Karin? It works out about $50 a bottle.
Well, you save. I know you save. I'll get to that slide, but I think you save about $183.
Yeah,
so that's pretty good.
The 500 kit, that's $699 US, just over 1,000 Australian. You get 22 bottles of it, so you get 11 of each. So I know when I started sharing it with people, because I got results, I just shared it with people through people that I love and care about. And it's actually getting to the stage now where I have conversations at work. I have conversations with people, like we were in Coffs Harbour. We're walking down to the beach, a lady's watering the lawn. We started having a chat. Next thing, she's got agony. She's got this, she's got that. She's in pain. She's got inflammation. We went back and got 3 bottles and handed her this, and now she's taking it consistently and loves it. And the results are just amazing. So that's the 500 kit, 22 bottles. And then the 1250 kit, 13 over 13 US. It's just over 2,000 Australian. There's 48 bottles of this liquid gold. And I've got one of these packs, and the product I'm sharing it far and wide with people that I have conversations with, people at work. You know, they're in pain, they're in agony. To me, for me not to share it is an injustice on, on the people that I actually interact with. So I give them the opportunity, and every one of them is having results. They're feeling better. The aches are leaving their bodies. It's not the be end all, guys, right? You still need to, you don't take this product and go and eat Maccas and drink Coke and take diet drinks and eat things that, and consume things that are no good for the body anyway. It's, you know, you still got to take in the 7 elements, the 7 lifestyle of, you know, clean air, drink plenty of water, exercise, whole foods, passion, relationships. And, you know, you've still got to have those things in a good balance within your life. And this here is just the icing on the cake for me and for the people that I'm sharing it with. So there's the 3 packs.
Now I'm going to explain why we're sharing the packs too, because I'm just going to show you first how much you actually save. These are the different packs. So you save a lot of money. So we'll say, for example, I got this pack, the middle pack. Within a week, I'd sold out of 20 bottles. I had a couple of bottles to myself because people wanted them. So you have bottles that you can actually sell for retail price. So you actually make money, and you make your money back very quickly by doing that. And the thing is, people know about curcumin and people have pain. So yeah. And the reason why we have these entrepreneurs or starter pack is that the business not even launched in Australia. So you can't actually, you have to get the product from someone like me and Dean, but that makes it also an incredible opportunity, because you can imagine, first of all, you've got a product here that everyone literally needs and wants, and then it is a new company. It's launching. We're actually going to the launch in July on the Gold Coast. So it is pretty amazing. So we obviously, you know, they need people like ourselves that are really passionate about it, that want to share it. And so many people now are looking for another way of making money, because everything is just going up in price, rents, everything. Now, so very, very quickly, I'm just going to share a few things here, and then I think we'll open it up for questions rather than keep going with everything here. But the company is obviously called Vitify. They've got amazing founders. These are going to be up on the Gold Coast. So if any of you, there's a few tickets left if you want to go up to the Gold Coast. But they're really, really lovely. Obviously, yeah, so the Vitify has been in Mexico since 2016, but it's just now launching in Australia. We've got basically the whole world to launch. It is the start of everything. So we are right, you know, it's going to take off, and it's if you get in now on this opportunity, it's going to be absolutely amazing. So yeah, you can join our team, really. So there are many ways of, obviously, if you choose to not just use it for yourself, you have that opportunity. Once you get this pack, just so you understand, you may, I don't know where you are, you may just want to use it for yourself. And if you are, that's obviously perfectly fine. But just so you know, when you get one of these packs, you have the opportunity to actually make a little bit of extra money on, you know, on the side, if you wish to. And then you get some rewards. It's basically just word of mouth. You talk to people, and I definitely love that way of word of mouth is everything. You listen to people you trust, don't you? And people that are using it, it works for. But there are many different ways to earning money. The big one is you got the pack, you can sell their bottles as well. So if you want to share it with someone, you can do that. But with this pack, you also get a website, you get all that sort of stuff. And if you help other people, for example, you get a pack and you help 3 other people join, you can make your money back. That's all I want to say. And I did that basically within a couple of weeks. Dean, I think you did it in a couple of weeks too. You had people that you shared.
Well, it's free product. You get your product for free.
Yeah.
And for me, you know, it's also spreading health, and it's spreading relief to issues that so many people have.
Yeah.
It's great. Brilliant.
So since I started, we are now a big team of people, and we're the Golden Drops team, and we're really passionate about helping people. I can honestly say, and I say this, through all the years that I've been around and tried things, I have never had anything that have such an enormous impact on people's lives. I've realized myself that I thought I was a really, really healthy person, realized obviously I had too much inflammation. It's pretty clear because how I feel now is extraordinary. So it is certainly something pretty golden. So